Hey everyone, it's Hayes and it's Miraculous Monday, so it's time for another screaming session.
Hello!
And today, finally, we will be taking a look at Mr. Agreste, aka Statue Daddy, and my apologies that this has taken a while. If you're wondering how my video schedule works, there is meant to be a screaming session every month followed by a meme review, but we've had so many episodes and they just always take priority because obviously I can't control the date they come out. Like, I can't do a theory video for an episode after it's already come out. So, new episodes always take priority over, like, regular scheduled videos. So, we kick the episode off with Luca leaving Paris after migration, so back in season 5. It's a bit of a flashback moment, although I don't know why Cat Noir is so, like, you know, he might be wrong about me. Like Adrian! He told you to your face in migration, were you not listening to him? Which, to be fair, isn't surprising, considering it's you.
I wish I could say I was surprised.
But then Cat Noir's like, real quick, let me go and check. And while I like this scene with Luca, don't get me wrong, love it. Why does security take so long to arrive? Worst airport security ever. And then Luca's like, I'll be back soon. No. Episode 402 lies.
Lies.
We then get Marinette's nightmare and we get to watch the bed go from completely flat to the Luca lump forming. I'm going to trademark that. The Luca lump. Great product. I don't know what it does yet, but it's mine. And Adrian gets akumatized. Poor boy. He's always getting akumatized. Let someone else have a go. At breakfast, Adrian has only eaten the cheese, but I am a bit baffled that Natalie noticed that the cheese was going missing, but didn't notice that Adrian wasn't the one who was eating the cheese. So, yeah, okay. I do adore how all the characters in Miraculous do have selective eyesight, which I didn't realise was even a thing until I started watching the show. And speaking of Plague, oh boy, I am simultaneously not ready but also excited for how angry Adrian will get with Plague when he works out Gavy Baby was Monarch Daddy. Like, it'll break my heart. And I can't wait.
Well, we're waiting.
But Adrian, please finish decorating your room by the end of the season. If you keep leaving your mattress on the floor, it will get mould on the other side, and that definitely won't be good for you. At Town Hall, Adrian, Natalie and Marinette go to this meeting, and first of all, what on earth is this room for? It's practically empty. Do you have a yoga class in here or something? But good to know the other statue was vandalised, but I would like to know who did it, for research purposes. But 10 metres high! Theo, you want the statue with soulless eyes to be 10 metres high? Are you insane? But this meeting is not going well. Just look at Miss Boostio's face. She's probably like, Theo, this could have been an email. Probably would have been less traumatising as an email too. Marinette starts trying to defend Gavy Baby, slightly says the wrong sort of thing, and oh my god, Natalie, your face. Marinette, if looks could kill, you'd be bleeding out on the floor of City Hall's unofficial yoga studio right now. But Marinette's like, he did save Ladybug, which Adrian counters with, yeah, but rubbish pancakes though. And, you know, don't get me wrong, he's correct, they were bad pancakes. But I do feel there are much stronger arguments against Marinette's point. Instead he was like, yikes, all for breakfast, sent him to jail.
So what's your sentence for her?
Electric chair.
Back at the mansion, Natalie is super manipulative towards Marinette, and she's like, if you tell him, he'll know you're Ladybug. Like, no, just say Ladybug told you. Chill out, Natalie. We then have Marinette's guitar lesson, where we get to meet Rupe, who says she's going for a swim, but considering how quick she was, I think she only got her feet wet. And not gonna lie, I really still don't get the logic behind her pretending to be Luca's girlfriend. Like, in one way, I'm like, okay, it's so Marinette thinks he's completely moved on, but also at the same time, you can completely move on from someone without dating someone else, you know what I mean?
So I am confusion.
But to be fair, you know, I don't usually understand the logic of this show anyway. But oh my god, this flashback breaks my heart, it was amazing, although perhaps this is an unpopular opinion. I actually love how the old designs look in the new animation more than the new designs. I still get Uncanny Valley from the new ones. But oh my god, Luca, I love you, come back to Paris, I get it. But like, scene was amazing. I surprisingly have nothing funny to say about it, but to be fair, I think all the characters need to be on antidepressants this season because no one is having a good time. Literally all the characters are pretending to have a good time, whilst not telling anyone they're not having a good time apart from the Kwamis, but then they can't do anything about it because they don't know who each other is. We're having a fun time. Thankfully, Adrian makes a decision on the statue front and he's like, I'd be more comfortable if there wasn't a statue. I'm not gonna lie, Adrian, I think we'd all be more comfortable if there was no statue. I don't want to stare at that thing for the rest of the show. So Ladybug arrives in Brazil and Luca's like, gasp of surprise, Ladybug! As if he didn't know she was coming, you idiot.
Well, I'm not shocked, I'm a little bit shocked.
And oh my god, this scene was amazing too. They're just screaming at each other What a fun time, although I'm still not sure what Luca knows that no one else knows. I'm assuming it's Guardian stuff, but it was absolute cinema. Still have no idea what he's talking about though. Meanwhile, back at Town Hall, Theo was like, but how could Adrikins have said no to my statue daddy? He didn't say that, but he should have. And of course he gets chimatized into statue daddy. What a legend. But I am so glad Adrian said no to the statue, because having this behemoth at City Hall would have been absolute nightmare fuel. Cat Noir rescues Natalie from Statue Daddy and he's like, get to safety, while he leaves her on the top of a building. Like, I know Natalie, out of all the characters, without a Miraculous, is certainly a lot more resourceful than like the other Parisian civilians are. But like, I mean, I love her to bits, but like, you did leave her on a rooftop, where's she gonna go? So the fight starts, and there's not really any jokes to make, since Adrian does get quite emotional, which I think is pretty normal, but oh my god, this bit when Theo reaches out to get Cat Noir's Miraculous did make me feel quite sick, I won't lie to you.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Ladybug finally gets back from Brazil. She really picks her moments to go on her holidays, doesn't she? But Adrian is the one who saves the day as himself, which was so much fun, although I did expect him to ask Statue Daddy why his pancakes were so darn bad. And then we have the super fun end scene with Arupe and Manali, and it's amazing. I can't wait for Brazil special, whenever that's going to appear. Probably in 2030 at this rate. You know, it's just the way things are with this show. But anyway, besties, let's take a look at the fan art this week. So we have a piece from Arxia, and this is Agreste with Gimi, the Kwami. Oh my god, adorable. Yes, I would love to see Gimi, if that's a thing, in, like a Kwami form. Like I said, I'm not actually sure if Gimi does have a Kwami form, since you only seem to get Gimi if you get Tiki and Flag to reveal their true selves, and then combine them, which gives the big Gimi. But like, I'd also love a Kwami Gimi. Anyway, it looks amazing. Then we also have two pieces from Nath Arts. The first one is of Nino with the Cat Miraculous called Scratch Noir, and he looks amazing. I like the inclusion of grey instead of all just black and green. That's really cute, and I love his hair. Then the other piece is of Alia using the Ladybug Miraculous. Obviously we have that in the show. This is a very different version, and oh my god, her hair. Absolutely love her hair. Thank you so much for sending in your fan art, besties. So there will be a poll up tomorrow so you can vote for the next streaming session. What was your favourite moment from this episode, besties? I'll see you in the next one.